Manchester City are looking to close the gap on Europe's top elite clubs. The likes of today's opposition, Real Madrid, along with Barcelona, Bayern and perhaps even Juventus, seem out on their own level at the moment. Today is a very good test for Pep Guardiola and his players. The likes of Walker, Edison and Danilo are all involved. Madrid were beaten by City's local rivals, Manchester United, on penalties just 4 days ago. Let's see what kind of account they can give of themselves here, Mark Rodden.
Yeah, funnily enough, both these teams started in this competition with a game against Manchester United. City well beaten in the end. In fairness, Manchester United were a bit further down the road in terms of their preparations. They'd a couple of games behind them, so you would expect City to be sharper. Real Madrid, though, were extremely sharp against United in that first game.
Danilo at the front of that Manchester City line, greeting all of the teammates he left a matter of days ago. Second choice right back really to Dani Carvajal. But Pep Guardiola City signed him for his versatility as well, and he will be used as their left wing back today. Real Madrid also in changed colours here, wearing all black with blue trim. You get the sense here in Los Angeles, Gareth Bale lining up as well, that Real Madrid will have the vast majority of support. Vincent Kompany looking to really stay fit ahead of the brand new Premier League season.
Yeah, very much so. Vincent Kompany said that before the start of this tournament, that by the end of next season he hopes no one will be talking about his injury problems again.
The captain steps away after the coin toss. Knee, groin, thigh, calf, hamstring injuries over recent years. But he is an iconic figure at Manchester City, and he starts tonight. 4 changes from the loss to United. Danilo comes in, and we expect him at left wing back. Otamendi, Stones and Gabriel Jesus are handed starts too. Benjamin Mendy isn't fit to play, while Gundogan and David Silva are carrying knocks. So we expect this to be a back three, with Jesus and Aguero up front, and a strong bench as well, including Leroy Sané, who finished the season strongly for City, the German international. Real Madrid, it's a strong 11 from them too. Just 2 changes here as Casemiro is handed a start, as well as Mateo Kovacic, Lucas Vazquez and Toni Kroos dropped to the bench. There's no Ronaldo, not quite back yet from Confederations Cup duty and resting. From Los Angeles, it is Manchester City versus Real Madrid. City in their brand new purple colours, Madrid in the all black. No Cristiano Ronaldo, but so many stars involved, the likes of Sergio Aguero, Gareth Bale, Kevin De Bruyne and Karim Benzema start here. Can City show signs of improvement and beat the defending Champions League holders? Alongside me, Rod Daly, is Mark Rodden. We've seen so many great friendlies in this tournament, and we're hoping for another here.
Yeah, definitely perfect setting. Another massive crowd, and under the lights, 2 very good teams shaping up against each other. They've both had a game against Manchester United to warm up for this one. So I do certainly expect City to be a lot sharper. Real Madrid looked like their season hadn't even ended against United.
Challenge from Casemiro early doors is part of his job. Scored a penalty against Manchester United last time out.
Smashed the penalty home and then missed one in the shootout, actually. Casemiro, United winning that one.
Isco picks up the loose ball. Benzema to Gareth Bale. Away from company so easily, Bale. How many times have we seen him pick up the top corner from that kind of angle? Good individual play from Gareth Bale.
Yeah, very much so. Zinedine Zidane stressing before this tournament that Bale will benefit from being with the team from the start this summer. Hasn't happened due to Euro 2016 and injury problems in the past couple of seasons. Looked a lot sharper than Vincent Kompany there.
Toure. It was perhaps against Real Madrid in the Champions League in 2016 where Toure was most exposed. I think back to the defeat of the Bernabeu especially, Mark. He just looked off the pace compared to the likes of Kroos and Modric that day.
Yeah, very much so. And he's 34 years old now, so he's not going to get any sharper in the next year or two. I think City building, though, to get a bit closer to Real Madrid. And remember that semi-final, they were close in the scoreline, but miles away in terms of really threatening Madrid too much.
Flag up against Karim Benzema.
It's interesting to see Manchester City line out with three centre-halves tonight. Formation that Guardiola favoured, of course, with Bayern Munich. And it was one of the reasons he brought in Danilo as well. First chance to see him in action for City.
Gabriel Jesus with a foul this time. Work from Kevin De Bruyne in the middle of the park to drive that through. Back by De Bruyne. Aguero gives chase, and Nacho just looking over his shoulder. And back by Toure. Foden. Gabriel Jesus finds Foden. A bit too much pace on the pass. Pep Guardiola. Second season for him since arriving from Bayern. Still yet to win a trophy, which might seem like a harsh thing to say, but expectations so high for him.
Yeah, very much so, and there will be a bit of pressure on him this season, especially given they've spent so much money. Benjamin Mendy not involved tonight. Bernardo Silva, the other signing from Monaco, has to come in as well. Kyle Walker, though, the last day against United was very good. Looked really comfortable at right back. In fact, Marcus Rashford had to switch wings after a while. Rashford did a lot of damage after that because City didn't have a left back on the field. Fernandinho, Eliaquim Mangala filling in at left back in both halves. Signed a couple of players since then that can play in that role, Danilo and Mendy.
Stones a little too eager to move that one on. City, of course, beaten by Monaco, the Champions League last 16 last season. spot by Isco. Here's Bale. Isco again. Ederson makes his first real save of the game. And out of nowhere, the player who was outstanding at the back end of the campaign for Real Madrid, Isco, tests the new goalkeeper.
Yeah, and this was important for Ederson. Good save at the start of this game. Made a big mistake in the last match, allowing Lukaku in for the opening goal.
Walker. Referee's going to pull this one back.
Great effort from Isco here. Didn't even look at the goal. Ederson punching it well clear. Raced out of his goal against Manchester United. Missed the ball. And Lukaku got in for the opening goal in that game.
Torre. Gabriel Jesus. Around Varane. Around Kovacic. It's a brilliant individual play from the Brazilian, who lit up the Premier League with his brief appearances last season.
Yeah, very much so. Didn't really get into the game against Manchester United last time out for City, but winning a lot of defenders there. Not sure what to do with them.
Picked up by Keylor Navas. Danilo, formerly of Porto, mostly used as a right back. All to a job in that position today, no question.
He said that Pep Guardiola convinced him to move. Zidane apparently tried to get him to stay.
It's a good long-range effort. It is gathered by Keylor Navas. A couple of sights for Manchester City in that man so far.
Now, Pep Guardiola was asked about speculation that he'd make a move for Alexis Sanchez of Arsenal. He said, "I have two good strikers. I want to see Jesus and Aguero play together." Already, two of them up top. It's looking good for City.
7 goals in 10 Premier League appearances. Some impact from the 20-year-old Brazilian last season. Had that injury just as he was finding his rhythm. Foden stays in possession. Big test today for Phil Foden, who many were raving about after the Manchester United game.
I was one of them. He was really, really good in that game. City weren't at their best, but Foden looked so comfortable. Two-footed. Such good balance. And wasn't phased at all by coming up against some rugged defenders and midfielders. Obviously still has to fill out a little bit. But apart from that, he looks a top player already.
Modric, wearing the number 10 shirt this season. He's taken that from James, who has departed for Bayern Munich. 2-year loan officially before a likely permanent deal. Bale. James not the only player to depart Real Madrid, who for many have the best squad available in Europe. Alvaro Morata joining Chelsea in that big money deal. Pepe, Coentrao departing for free transfers. Some of those French players looking for more regular football. Gareth Bale. That's a wonderful throw-in. It's not something you say often. It was absolutely perfect into the feet of Karim Benzema. Bale's kept going here, and Ederson, caught up by Lukaku against United, recovers there.
Yeah, a bit disappointing for Ederson, that mistake against United. He was quite good apart from that, but obviously a big money signing. It's going to be a big focus on him as well. He hasn't had all that much experience at the top level. Just a couple of seasons with Benfica.
The scrutiny is intense at City, especially because whoever is brought in as the number one is essentially taking out the England number one. Foden. Had his pocket picked by Kovacic. Company wins it back. Foden. Aguero. Just behind Gabriel Jesus. Just wonder if he could have worked that back into Foden.
Yeah, that was the pass that Foden was looking for. Good thing about him, the youngster, England Youth International. He did lose possession, but immediately looking to be positive on the ball again the next time he got it.
Otamendi. Here's Modric. It's brilliant from Real Madrid. Ambitious from Marcelo. Bale is very good in the air, but Ederson tidies up. A lot of movement in that City front line.
Yeah, definitely. Jesus happy to drop very deep to get involved in the game.
City lost 1-0 to Real Madrid in May 2016 following a goalless draw at the Etihad Stadium in that Champions League semi-final. It's the best ever European Cup run, Champions League run the City have ever had, and only a Fernando own goal separated the two sides. But as Mark mentioned earlier, it was a comprehensive Real Madrid victory. De Bruyne. Oh, tidy feet from Kevin De Bruyne. Shame about the finish, but a wonderful little moment there from the Belgian.
It's a class act, Kevin De Bruyne. Important for Guardiola that he stays fit. 18 assists and 6 goals in the Premier League last season. Coming into his third year at City, he'll be wanting titles.
Foden.
I think it is important City win some silverware this year. Since winning the league in 2014, they've just got the League Cup to show in their cabinet.
A lot of the players have been talking about that as well. De Bruyne. Ahead of Gareth Bale. Back, knee, ankle and hamstring problems in recent times for Gareth Bale. 19 league appearances last season were all he could make. Toure tries to thread that one through.
Yeah, that's really the only issue with Gareth Bale. Once he's fit, he's devastating. If he gets a run of games, virtually unstoppable. He can win a game on his own.
Luka Modric giving away the ball. It's unlike him. Keylor Navas tracks it as Aguero is looking to race through. Real Madrid are using that kind of pass, going relatively direct on a number of occasions here.
I guess they're trying to exploit the space down the sides of City's three-man defence.
Kovacic, Marcelo, certainly looks like that at the moment. Casemiro unable to pick out a teammate, recently picked out by Busquets as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Kyle Walker's quick. Gets onto that from Kevin De Bruyne. Kept alive by Aguero. And City will keep going here.
Good evidence of what Kyle Walker will bring to City this season. No right to keep that in play, let alone put back a testing cross that Nacho just about dealt with.
De Bruyne takes the resulting corner. The company was there. Actually did manage to get himself 3 goals last season in the Premier League. Just didn't quite know that was going to come to him.
Yeah, just a couple of players jumping in front of him, I'm sure, put him off as well. I wonder, did Pep Guardiola look at that defeat against Monaco last season and decide that it's a model worth following? Sidibe, Mendy, the fullbacks for Monaco, the key signings last term for them. Sensational season, over 100 goals in Ligue 1 for Jardim's side. And obviously thrilling in Europe as well. Guardiola bringing in Danilo, Mendy and Walker.
Karim Benzema had Stones a little bit concerned, but Stones does well to deal with it.